Hi everyone, I'm Elisa, otherwise known as Elle, so please call me Elle, and welcome to my Zodiac Wheel reading for July 2019. These readings, as you know, are for those of you that have subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing, and it's wonderful to have you a part of my channel, and I've really enjoyed reading your comments and seeing where my readings are relevant for you. And for those that are new to my channel, I hope you enjoy your monthly Zodiac Wheel reading, and please do like and share and click that subscribe button. Where is it? Over there? Down there? I'm still getting used to the whole camera thing, but I'm getting there, and yeah, so click on that and you will be able to receive any updates, which I do regularly. And if you click the little bell beside the subscribe button, you won't miss any of the notifications. Okay, so these readings are of a general nature. They're not a individual's reading, they're for the collective, and use them as a guide to help you see what is there for you to work with through the months. As this month in particular, we have the eclipses. We have the solar eclipse in Cancer, and we have the lunar eclipse in Capricorn. So interesting balancing act there for a lot of us. We may have noticed balancing career and home, for example. And with this July's wheel, I will be showing you where those eclipses are highlighted for each sign, in what area of your life, or what house associated with each star sign. Now, these readings are for the sun signs, rising signs and moon signs. So take the time and have a look if you know what your rising sign and moon sign is, so that you get a bit of an all-round view of the month that's ahead for you. Now, I will be doing the confirmation reading at the end, where I pick a card to confirm the reading. So at the end of the Zodiac Wheel reading, there will be the confirmation card reading, so do stay tuned for that as well. Now, July really is a transcendental month. It's a month where, with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, is the universe's way really of showing us where we need to make change, or where we need to take a bit more notice, and that area of our life will be more emphasized due to the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. So stay tuned also to discover that. Now, I would really like to just thank you all so much for being a part of my channel, and just let you know that the whole being on camera is a little bit new to me. I am getting used to it now that I've been doing it for a little while. But I've never really been a photogenic kind of person, but anyway. Yeah, so I have been having fun discovering how it all works with the YouTube and all of that side of it, the technology side of things. Not that I'm not technically a technology person. I am, because you know, I've been sort of using technology and computers since the 80s. So, but it's more the whole camera thing. but I'm getting used to it. And yeah, so I've taken this opportunity to say hello because you know, we've all got busy lives, but I'm one that practices what I preach, and I need to take some time out to do the things that are you know, filling me with joy. And being allowed to read for you all is definitely filling me with joy. So thank you very much for letting me read for you. So we shall get on with our readings now, and I wish you all a wonderful month ahead, and do let me know in the comments how you feel the solar and lunar eclipse have played out for you, and where you feel that your attentions have been drawn to. Okay? Thank you. Mwah. Lovely Aries card. Okay, now I will focus for you, Aries, on the month of July 2019. What messages are there for Aries and angels to join us in this reading? Because our guides are here to guide us to our own beingness, if that makes any sense to you. And my guides help me to give you the messages that you need to hear for this month. So I invite Great Spirit, angels and my guides to join me with this reading for Aries, and I give thanks for any messages that come through in this reading for Aries' highest good and the good of all concerned. Now, as you can see, two of the cards popped out with divine message for you, Aries. Feeling like a bit of a hermit these days, Aries, wanting to spend a little bit more time at home. Well, maybe you're actually tuning in here to the energies of the eclipses, because it is predominantly about the your outer life and your inner life, and the opposition or challenges that can present. So with the hermit there in your area of how you present yourself to the world, basically, and it's also the window through which the self views the world. So it's also our aura and our mode of expression. So I'm being told here with this that you're able to express yourself due to quiet contemplation, and I do feel that for some reason, Aries, you do need a little bit of quiet, and you are seeking that, but you're not forcing yourself out on others. You're in a way letting others come to you. Now here with our beautiful Judgment card, we are being spotlighted here. It is showing me. And you are, in a sense, getting some light shed on your question or what you're seeking. Okay. Now, I'm being shown here with the Two of Pentacles that you're also balancing. So you're balancing your communication. Now, Aries, the moon goes into Aries on the 22nd of June, which actually is going to form a trine. So you are actually under some very positive influences this month, Aries, because there's a couple of easy flowing frequencies coming your way with the fire signs being enhanced fire energy is around this month. And the moon in Aries on the 22nd brings a time of new beginnings, new projects, new cycles, and you are to keep an eye out for new opportunities presenting themselves, Aries. Though you do need to be patient and try and be service to others, not just self-serving, if you know what I mean. Because us Aries can be a little bit, it's all about me type of thing. So it's a good time to serve others where possible. So in the area of the base of our wheel represents your foundation and your home environment, and I do feel with this that you're making some choices, and you are also being careful not to rush and make things sort of take something before it's ready, I suppose is the best way to describe it. Now, with the solar eclipse, Aries, you actually have the solar eclipse in your fourth house. So I do feel that this is quite symbolic with this Seven of Pentacles being shown there as well. So now, what I'm feeling that comes with this is real estate dealings, or maybe stepping up home renovations. Some of you may find that you got a residence change, or you may be desiring that. It is about family, parents, and that could be preoccupying your thoughts as well, Aries. So that's interesting. See, your axis, Aries, is the Cancer Capricorn axis. So it's the 4th to the 10th house, and we'll get to that as we go along. Now, it's good to remember here that the eclipses, so this is the solar eclipse on the 3rd of July. Well, depending on where you are on our beautiful planet, it could be the 2nd of July for some of you. So, but here in Australia, it's the 3rd of July. So, yeah, the solar eclipses, the best way I can kind of help you understand how this works is it's where the universe wants us to pay attention. So the universe is wanting you to pay attention to your home, your real estate. Are some of you renovating? Are some of you wanting to move even? Some of you may want to be moving. But one of the main things with this solar eclipse is that it is refreshingly optimistic here on the 2nd or 3rd of July. And it can actually make your dreams come through patience, hard work, and open-mindedness, which is being illuminated here with the Judgment card as well. So it is an excellent eclipse for enjoying good times with friends and family, and it also brings people together. So if there's been any upsets or a bit of challenging conflicts or anything, it also can be the peace bringer. So I do like that about this. Now, the total eclipse also can be visible from the South Pacific, the solar eclipse that is, and just east of New Zealand, and Chile and Argentina should get a good view of the solar eclipse. Now, also, the effects of this can be felt for the following 6 months. Okay, so a solar eclipse energy lasts 6 months. So making choices and not rushing in before you've covered everything. Because the other thing that we've also got going on here in July is Mercury is going retrograde on the 9th of July in Leo. So hold the tongue, think it over completely, because when Mercury goes retrograde, our messages can get a bit confused. Okay? Now, I'm also being shown here that there is good news coming also, and this is in the area of having some fun, that 5th house area of the wheel where we can get some enjoyment. It's also where we give our love and we show that the people that we love, and it involves hobbies and sports and matters of the heart. So some correspondence there are being shown to me with the Princess of Pentacles, and there's possibility too of you know, maybe making a little bit of money with your hobbies, Aries. Here with the Fool, that is also showing me that there's a new cycle in your working life or the job that you do. Maybe there's some changes also coming with work and your job, a beginning of a new cycle being shown there. And the Fool is also wanting to have fun. So I feel, Aries, that you are looking towards a work, whether it's your existing job or a new job being shown to you. You're looking at wanting to actually enjoy your time at work, and it's highly possible that you do. And also being bold and wanting to be brave and step out into the world and have some new adventures also. And really, as well as that, this is also letting me know that you want to really step up your health regime, and you know, whether it's gaining weight or that you, and therefore you want to lose weight, or maybe you're just been lethargic because you haven't been eating properly and starting to use your food intake of a way of building up your strength, that kind of thing. But it's a new cycle that's starting up here, and it is a the Fool. What I'm being shown here with the Fool is there's fun to be had, but don't get too giddy with it. Now here in partnerships, I'm being shown that there's rest. Being able to maybe take in a bit of R&R with your partner, or it could be having a bit of a rest from your business partner, because the seventh house, this area of the wheel, is about relationships of all kinds. So it's groups of people as well as marriage and business partners, as well as the public. So I do feel that if you've been in the limelight a little bit of late, that you're wanting to have a little bit of a retreat from that and pull back a bit. Now, here in the area of finances, inheritances, endings and beginnings, you have the Queen of Cups being shown there with a message for you. So that message coming from the Queen of Cups is one of being able to feel things deeply, which I do feel with this eclipse season. It is a very emotional energies with it. So things are going to be quite deep and meaningful, because eclipses demand that we move forward, not backward. You know, the planet only turns in one direction, and that's forward. And I just feel that this person is being shown to me as someone who can help you lift your mood if you've been feeling a little bit like stumped or stopped in changing something, whether it's about your home or your career. And the sign that is really coming to me strongly with this Queen of Cups is a water sign, usually a female, but doesn't necessarily have to be so, but usually very, if not a female, then definitely a man who's very in touch with his feelings and able to express them and dive deep to be able to give something to you, or you can get something deep and meaningful from that person. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, water sign energy there. And here we have the Empress. So this is showing me here that you are very fruitful, and there is a desire for seeking higher knowledge, and you're also very good at nurturing others and caring for others, Aries. The Empress is the mother energy. So some of you may, you know, actually spend a bit more time with the mother. Or you may be separated from the mother, so you may be overseas or they're overseas, or there's a long distance between you, something like that. But and funnily enough, you've got the Emperor right next to her, so that's the Emperor and the Empress together up there. So it could even be you as a parent and the mother and father being shown to me there. So I do feel those parenting areas are very significant around this month to Aries. So this is also overseas journeys, higher learning, and I do feel that you're experiencing being able to learn new philosophies, or maybe because you are looking at travelling. because here in the new moon of the solar eclipse, it is a wonderful time around the 2nd and 3rd of July to set our intentions and make our wishes. Okay? So it is sort of a time where we can, through patience and open-mindedness, have a very positive effect on what evolves over the next 4 months or so, or 6 months usually with a solar eclipse. So, and the new moon effect will be felt for at least the month following the solar eclipse. Being an Aries myself, that yes, I will be definitely using those energies and harnessing some of that new moon eclipse energy to present to the universe what my desires and intentions are, for sure. So here we have the axis up here in our 10th house, the zenith of our wheel, and it is the Capricorn influence. Now, the full moon on the 16th to 17th of July, depending on where you are, is going to be the lunar eclipse in Capricorn. Now we have the Emperor there up in our zenith of the wheel, in our career. So that is a very strong Aries energy. So Aries, you've got a lot of energy being shown to me here that you are picking up on the frequencies, because we have here quite a few major arcana cards, and that shows me that there are outside forces at work, and this will be influencing the seeker. And it's not that it's out of your hands, but you can be assisted. So I do feel that there's significant changes being shown to me here with some of the big things that you've been working on and diligently working away. And some of it you've had to do on your own. I don't feel that for some of you, it's not something that you can work in a group sort of thing to do. And I do feel that your parents, whether in heaven or still here on earth with you, are very supportive of this. Okay? So, now with this full moon on the 17th of July, 16th to 17th of July, you've got the eclipse at 24 degrees of Capricorn, 24 degrees of Capricorn. So now that is affecting your 10th house. So you could actually find yourself constantly thinking about something. Career versus home. Alright? So still being shown to me here that you've got to find the balance, because the balance is the key to so many things, and it's the inner balance that we need to find. It's a time for, here on the 16th and 17th, it's a time for resetting our emotions. Basically clearing away any hang-ups or emotional baggage that we've been carrying with us for the last 6 months. And I do feel that there is deep emotional intensity to this lunar eclipse here on the 16th and 17th. Even to the point where there's something being exposed. Someone's secrets, maybe even your own. So just keeping in mind that the eclipse wants us to move forward, and we can't repeat the old and not suffer. Okay? So getting rid of some of those patterns that you know within yourself that don't work properly. Now here in the 11th house of our friendship groups and hopes and wishes and manifestation house is how I like to describe it. Again, comforting messages being shown here. The water sign energy is very strong. Again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Whether those messages are coming from people that are, or you may well be sending them out, but they're emotional support, and I do feel that there is a bit of luck being shown here for you. Aries this month are under some very fortunate influences being shown here. And here in the area of, oh, how's that? Can we see that? Is that being shown properly, I hope? Sometimes it's hard to, how about that? If I do it during the day, sometimes it doesn't, it's not as clear as what I'd like it to be. Yeah, so we have the Ace of Wands. Now this is a very good sign that your ideas are starting to grow and starting to evolve. Again, new cycle, fresh new beginnings, new growth. Aries, really, if you hold your tongue a little bit, so don't just say what you think, because us Aries can be a little bit blunt at times, and yes, I do know that. So I will be practicing what I preach. Yeah, so the Hermit and the Four of Swords here are showing me that sometimes we just got to hold back and use our wisdom. And it's not up to us, Aries, to fix everything or make everything happen. But you can give good advice, or you could be receiving some good advice, and it's coming from a place of love. The main energies I'm being shown here for you coming through are of emotional kind of support, the parenting aspect, balancing work and home, or career and home, big transformations and change and choice being given also, as well as fresh new beginnings, and using the wisdom and seeing the light. Okay, so just remembering that the solar eclipse is shining a light on the area of your 4th house, which is home and family. And it's sort of like your foundations. So yeah, anything's possible. You might be changing residence, you might be renovating, or even buying real estate, and dealing with parents that are getting a lot of your attention, or you being a parent is taking a lot of your attention, and that's why you're finding it the axis there of Cancer, Capricorn, probably been juggling it, and will be juggling it all year, because the Capricorn Cancer energies with the Pluto Saturn in particular and the nodes are causing that kind of energy to be affecting the world at the moment. And with the lunar eclipse on the 17th of July up here in the 10th house is, again, you're really being driven to attain something that you've been striving for, and I do feel that the wheel is in motion. The big early stages of it are moving along. So now I will do your confirmation reading, Aries. So again, I ask the angels, got my guides and Great Spirit to join me for the confirmation reading for Aries. Thank you so much for the messages that come through in this reading for Aries, for the highest good and for the good of all concerned. What is our confirmation message for Aries for this month? Thank you. Beautiful. Elephant. Well, elephants are very family orientated, aren't they? And they have good memories. So maybe people need to be careful, because I think you're going to remember some things that they may have conveniently forgot. So the message here with elephant message is fair decisions will be made. After all, the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. Amazing. Wonderful, Aries. Okay, well, thank you, Aries, for joining me again for your July Zodiac Wheel reading. And if you've enjoyed this month's reading, I'd just like to ask you to, maybe that you know someone that might need this sort of thing to help them along. And if you know someone that you think that these readings will be helpful for, please share with them. And if you are new and you haven't subscribed, then please click the subscribe button just down there and the little bell next to it so you don't miss any of my future uploads. You can also follow me or contact me through my email, which I have also left in the information description box down below. You can go to my website, and you can follow me on Facebook. I will be back with a pick a card for the full moon spread, which this month will also be an eclipse, so that should be a very exciting pick a card. Or I might actually do a pick a pile, I think. And if you haven't joined my Facebook group yet, it's please do. It's L Psychic Astrology. And in that group I give exclusive additional readings and events for members. So on the solstice I did a watch party in L's Psychic Astrology group, and you'll find that on Facebook. And you can also find that under through L Intuitive. That's my Facebook page. And then I have the L Psychic Astrology group, and that's for members only, so you can request to join that. So I've left all those links below, and hopefully they'll work so that you can just click on them and go straight to it. But when it comes to doing that sort of thing with technology, I am relatively new, and I'm doing remarkably well, seeing I've never done that kind of thing before. I'm used to face-to-face readings and consultations, so this has been a brave new world for me as well. So sending you all love and many blessings Namaste.